The U.S. State Department has announced sanctions against 6 mainland and Hong Kong officials in Washington's latest move targeting the city's national security-related officials. They include Secretary for Justice Paul Lam and outgoing Commissioner of Police Raymond Siu. Both the central and Hong Kong SAR governments have condemned the U.S. sanctions as unreasonable. Jackie Lin reports.
6 sanctioned officials from Beijing and Hong Kong named by the U.S. State Department include Director of the Office for Safeguarding National Security in Hong Kong, Dong Jinwei, Secretary for Justice Paul Lam, Commissioner of Police Raymond Siu, and Secretary General of the Committee for Safeguarding National Security of Hong Kong, Sonny Au. Also on the list are Assistant Commissioners of Police in charge of National Security, Dick Wong and Margaret Chiu. A spokesperson for the Office of the Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Hong Kong condemned the U.S. sanctions for denigrating Hong Kong's rule of law, smearing the one country, two systems principle, and interfering in China's internal affairs. In Beijing, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs warned of strong countermeasures. It added the imposition of unilateral sanctions exposed Washington's goal to undermine Hong Kong and contain China's development. The Hong Kong SAR government, meanwhile, condemned the American move as a vain attempt to intimidate national security officials, which reviewed the barbaric acts of bullying from the U.S. It said the SAR government is committed to protecting the rights and interests of all officers. The statement also noted the wanted absconders mentioned by Washington face warrants issued by the court, and that's not about exercising their freedom of expression. The administration said the issue is instead related to them hiding overseas while engaging in acts endangering national security. The SAR government added all its measures imposed on the absconders are in line with human rights principles. Secretary for Justice Paul Lam said U.S. sanctions have no impact on his work and life. He said the best way to deal with them is to remain calm and collected, as well as working harder to safeguard national security and promote Hong Kong's stability and prosperity. The U.S. State Department said on Monday officials from the Chinese central government and Hong Kong used the national security law to intimidate, harass, and silence 19 pro-democracy activists who were forced to flee overseas. The Trump administration decided to sanction 6 officials, alleging that their actions and policies have undermined Hong Kong's autonomy and involved transnational acts of oppression. Their assets in the U.S. or held by American institutions will be frozen, and they will be prohibited from transacting with Americans or within U.S. Jackie Lin, TVB News.